皆さんこんにちは。ジャパンアスリートです。今日は生粋のメッツ女子が大谷選手やジャッジ選手について語っている動画なのだ。めちゃくちゃ面白かったのでリアクションさせていただくのだ。ところでいつもたくさんの方がご視聴してくれて心より感謝なのだ。そしてコメントもありがとうなのだ。このチャンネルではコメント欄を通じてみんなでワイワイしたいと思っているのだ。すべてのコメントがとても嬉しいのだ。知らないことや気がつかなかったことをご指摘いただくことも多く、いつも楽しく拝見させていただいているのだ。もしよかったら今日の動画にもご意見いただけたら感謝なのだ。それでは早速スタートなのだ。
Ohtani, Judge, both win unanimous MVPs. Neither of us were surprised to see that it happened, but the unanimous part, I think most Dodgers fans in our comments, that's what you thought was going to happen, and it did.
Yeah, Francisco Lindor got 23 of the 30 second place votes, so overwhelming second place.
But also, who are the other 7 people? Wake
we're
up.
Voting for Ketel Marte? Like, come on now. Come on now. I saw 23 for 30 and I was offended. I was like, okay. Also,
that's offensive.
Also, no, you know what was really offensive? Carlos Mendoza coming in 3rd in the NL Manager of the Year race. Thoughts?
We didn't even like discuss that like it was a possibility.
I'm appalled. Like I genuinely am appalled. Anyways, so there was that. But yeah, Lindor comes in second by a wide margin. They're both unanimous. I mean, Ohtani's out there. He's got his dog. His dog's name is Decoy. Decoy's the star of the show. I'm sure our Dodgers fans will know what I'm talking about, with his wife at the ceremony. Very lovely. Clayton Kershaw's announcing it. Seemed like a real family affair for the Dodgers.
Did he look happy receiving it? Was he smiling a lot?
He did.
Because at the plate...
Wait, no, go on.
He's very stoic. I'm just saying, I've been seeing some really funny things on TikTok lately. I just had to bring this up to Dodgers fans because I just need to know, like, how many times have you noticed this, or do you have questions? Like, him at the plate, he is here. He does not move.
All business. No cracking. No Lindor smiles from him.
His hands don't move. His face. I'm like, you're so stoic. How are you such a good hitter and you look so calm? It actually kind of freaks me out a little bit.
It is. It's a little scary. Yeah, he looked happy. Unlike what I thought you were going to say was old friend Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn accepting Rookie of the Year.
What the hell was that?
Man, I have thoughts. Like, we're not going to talk about it on this podcast. I'll just say, I don't really think Livy Dunn and Paul Skeens like each other. I'm going to say it.
It was a little odd though, right? Like,
she's
we can
like
discuss
so
it for
excited,
a second.
like on his shoulder, being like, "Oh my God, you won!" Like smiling, and he's just sitting there. They look like they got in a fight 2 minutes before.
Maybe she really is more into him than he is into her. You're right. Maybe we do need a second podcast, which is
outrageous.
He should be so grateful.
He should be so lucky. All right. I know he's a star and she's a star and whatever, but anyways, Shohei Ohtani looked happy as opposed to Paul Skeens, who did not. Buster Olney, some more just on the Dodgers front for another second. Buster Olney had some interesting comments, ripping some of the Dodgers players for how they celebrated the World Series. I know Chris Taylor went on a podcast. There was a little bit of here and there with Dodgers players, trashing on the Yankees. I mean,
everyone has a podcast these
everybody
days.
Has. Who gave us the podcast? I don't know. Everybody has a mic. But anyway, just talking heads. Buster Olney was just, said that the Dodgers were ripping the Yankees after the World Series. Was that some Buster Olney's Yankees bias? I don't know. Interesting though. Like, they won. They can do it. Like, Buster, you didn't have a shot. You won one game. It wasn't close.
Well, right. Like, I think that's actually sort of warranted. I think it's okay that happened.
I agree.
You're allowed to do that when you win such a thing.
Right.
In my eyes.
Right. So Ohtani, Judge, 2 obviously historic seasons. I think it's worth pointing out Aaron Judge, wins that award unanimously in the AL. Well, can Aaron Judge ever do that again if he doesn't have a guy the caliber of Juan Soto hitting right ahead of him to protect him? Interesting.
It is such an interesting question, especially upon seeing his abominable performance in the postseason.
Right.
It does make you wonder, and the manager and the entire Yankees operation and inability to kind of make some in-game changes and move things around, it definitely leaves me with some questions. And as much as they want to say that they have some other superstars there, if I was a Yankees fan or a Yankees talking head, or I simply had a mic available to me, I would be yelling in it, you should go grab Juan Soto, because your lineup is not as deep as you think it is.
Yeah.
I thought that from the start of the season, and I'm kind of still thinking now.
And if I'm Aaron Judge, circling back to the fact that he hasn't talked to Juan Soto, like, Aaron, get on the phone. Like, that benefits you so heavily to have Juan Soto protecting you, as we saw with your ridiculous numbers this season. You don't put up those numbers if you don't have a guy the caliber of good old Juan hitting in front of you. You just don't.
You don't.
So
you
then
don't.
it begs the question, who do the Yankees replace him with if he doesn't sign there? Interesting.
And maybe that's what we'll talk about
Intriguing.
next week. Any other final thoughts before we wrap it up?
That was it. I think that was it.
Ashley, no.
No, that wasn't it. Sorry. Sorry, that wasn't it.
No, she does have one more thing.
The Angels signed a pitcher, Yusei Kikuchi, I believe I'm saying that right, to a 3-year, $63 million deal. He was dominant last year after he was traded to the Astros.
皆さんいかがでしたか？この2人のおしゃべりはずっと見ていられるのだ。大谷選手の喜んでいる姿とスキーンズ投手の全然喜んでいない姿が見れる動画のリンクを概要欄に貼っつけておくので、もしよかったら見てくださいなのだ。スキーンズ選手すっごく無表情で僕は爆笑だったのだ。緊張している感じではないのがより面白さが増すのだ。おすすめなのだ。それにしてもスキーンズとリビーについてのくだりは本当に面白いのだ。2人の女子トーク最高なのだ。実は僕もスキーンズ投手はあんまりイチャイチャするの好きそうじゃないなとは前から感じていたのだ。2人の今後にも勝手に注目なのだ。大谷選手のようにアスリート結婚するのかなのだ。ちなみにご存知の方も多いと思うけど、ポール・スキーンズ選手の彼女リビー・ダンさんは体操選手でインスタフォロワー約550万人を誇る億万長者インフルエンサーなのだ。結構可愛いのだ。ところで皆さん、今回の動画内に出てきたジャッジ選手はソト選手がいなくなると今年ほどの活躍はできなくなるというのはどう思いますか？ホームラン記録を出したシーズンの活躍もあるし、個人的にはそこまで大きな影響を個人成績に与えることはないのかなと感じたのだ。もちろん多少影響はあるかもだけどなのだ。来年彼らが一緒にプレーするか知らんけど、どんな成績を残すのか興味があるのだ。とにかくメッツファンのヤンキース嫌いが垣間見える素晴らしいポッドキャスタだったのだ。今日はこんな感じで終わりにするのだ。本当にご視聴ありがとうなのだ。コメント、高評価、チャンネル登録が僕の原動力なのだ。ぜひよろしくなのだ。